Mimi, can you please lead the prayer? Father God, come be with us today. Fill our heart with joy, fill our minds with learning, fill our classroom with peace, fill our lessons with fun, fill our friendship with kindness, and fill our school with love. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So again, good morning class. So before we proceed to our topic for today, I will check your attendance first. Very good, no one's absent. So, class, before we proceed, I prepared something for you. So, what is this? Yes, very good. It's an airplane. It's an origami airplane. So, class, can do airplane symbolize our dreams? Yes, because an airplane in your dream indicates that you will overcome your obstacles and rise to a new level of prominence of status. So you may experience a higher consciousness, newfound freedom, and greater awareness. Perhaps you need to gain a better perspective or wider view on something. So, okay, so before we proceed, who wants to give a recap of what we tackled last meeting? Okay, Mark? Yes, very good. It's all about paper maki. So, again, what are the two types of paper maki? Yes, it is a pulp paper and torn strip. Okay. May, again, what is pulp paper and torn strip? Yes, very good. Pulp paper is used to create molded and sculpted pieces, and torn strip is used to cover existing surfaces, making hollow and flat pieces used in panatas and masks. Wow, very good student. You still remember it, So, before we proceed, I prepared simple activity for you. Okay. So I will going to put crumpled letters on this board, and I want you to complete the word to make it one word. Okay, I will give you 2 minutes to guess what is the word in the rumbled letters. Okay, class, did you get it? So what is the word in the rumbled letters? Okay, so say it at once in 3, 2, 1. Yes, very good, student. It's origami. So our topic for today is all about origami. Very good. So let's proceed to our topic today, which is the history of origami. So here are the learning objectives of our topic for today. origami designs. And last, demonstrate their own finished origami projects. So let's proceed to the history of origami. Okay, class. So class, what is origami? Hi, can you read? Thank you. So origami is the Japanese word. Origami itself is a compound of two smaller Japanese words, which is ori is folding and kami means paper. So paper folding for play was known by a variety of names, including, can you read, guys? Thank you. It is orimono, orikata, tatamigami, orisue, and chusumi. So those are the paper folding others' names. So let's proceed. Why origami become the common name? Yes, thank you. So the word was adopted in the kindergarten because it has been suggested that the word was adapted to it, and which is the written characters were easier for young children to write. So another theory, guys, is that the word origami was a direct translation of the German word paper folded, brought into Japan with the kindergarten movement around 1880. Okay, so understand, class. Let's proceed to the origins of origami. So origins of origami. So although origami is known as a Japanese art, it actually began in China. So the Chinese invented paper around 100 AD. The Japan invention spread around 600 AD. And so that the art of paper folding and believed to have began in Japan during the 17th century AD. So in 100 AD, paper making started in Japan by Taidun. So Taidun, a servant of the Chinese emperor. So in 600 AD, paper making is spread to Japan, where it became a cultural tradition. And in 800 AD to 1100 AD, origami was introduced to West Spain. So it's by means to make a geometric origami model. So in Edo period, 1600 to 1868, new methods were developed. So it developed to effectively mass produce paper, and this is the origami began to fully develop in the art that we know today. So Hidden Senbaru Oricat in 1797 published The Secret of 1000 Grain Origami. So it's the first known book on how to make origami objects and was written in 1797, and it's called The Secret of 1000 Grain Origami or Hidden Senbaru Oricat. So Kando Mado, Window on Midwinter. So this is the first published collections of origami models that included to the Frog House. So in 1900, origami spread to England and US. In 1960, Sadako and Thousand Rings was published by Eleanor International Origami Day in Japan, which is the paper crane, has become a symbol of peace. And October 24 to November 11 is the World Origami Days. So let's proceed to origami artists. So these are the famous origami artists. The 7 famous origami artists. So first is Akira Yoshizawa. So Akira Yoshizawa is the grandmaster of origami. So he was a Japanese origamist, considered to be the grandmaster of origami. So he is credited with raising origami from a craft to a living art. So according to his own estimation, made in 1989, he created more than 50,000 models, of which only a few hundred designs were presented as diagrams in his 18th book. So Akira Yoshizawa is the grandmaster of origami. Next is Satoshi Kamiya. So Satoshi Kamiya is the origami master of the world. So he is a Japanese origami artist known internationally to be a master of the craft. So he began folding at age 2. Kamiya began designing origami models in 1995 and has since published hundreds of his creations. Perhaps his most famous design is using 3.5, an elaborate dragon covered with scales and heavy pillars, claws, and horns. So Kamiya has drawn inspiration for his design from manga nature and both Eastern and Western mythologies. So next is Kosho Uchihawa. So Kosho Uchihawa is the Suju priest, origami master, and abbot of Antai-ji. So he was a Suju priest, origami master, and abbot of Antai-ji near in Kyoto, Japan. So Uchiyama was an author of more than 20 books of Zen Buddhism and origami, which is opening the hand of thought. So next is Toshikazu Kawasaki. So Toshikazu is the Japanese paper folder and origami theorist. So he is a Japanese paper folder and origami theorist who is known his geometrical innovative models. He is a particularly famous for his series of fourfold symmetry rows. So Kawasaki was the first to develop the technique of ISO folding. So which is albums the folder to end up which is side of the paper displays in equal amount. So he also discovered and proved that with any given the flat point in the origami model, so the sum of alternating angles is always equal to 180 degrees, and the result is known as Kawasaki theorem. So next is Samuel Radley. So Samuel is developing a modern system for diagramming origami folds. So he is an American origami artist. So he helped to develop the modern system for diagramming origami folds together with Robert Harding. So he developed the notation introduced by Akira to form what is now called the Yoshiyawa-Randlet system. And this was first described in Samuel Randlet Art of Origami in 1961. So, Robert Hardin is the authority on origami. So, he was a British magician and author. He is noted as the inventor of number of classic illusion, including zigzag girl, and he also became an authority of origami. And last is Florence Tempo. So Florence Tempo is a pioneer who spread origami in the United States. Perhaps the most prolific author on the subject, with his book together her credit on paper arts and folk crafts, she was a strong influence on interested beginners in the art of paper folding. So some of them later developed complex origami designs previously unimaginable. So and she applied their expertise into advanced innovation in the fields of art and science. So these are the famous origami artists. Okay, class, understand? So let's proceed to the benefits of origami. So class, can the folding of paper or the practice of origami be a benefit to our health? Yes, because the practice of origami can be beneficial to our health. So first is boost our brain health. So as a reset, AARP or the American Association of Retired People boost your brain health that we can do to keep our brain healthy as we age. So this origami task will challenge our mind, building our innate talents and abilities through a variety of mentally challenging tasks and strengthen our brain. So origami is one avenue that provides both mental and physical stimulus with exercise. Then origami also help us to develop our hand-eye coordination, develop fine motor skill, and our mental concentration. And use of the hands directly stimulus areas of our brain. So origami is used in various therapeutic settings, art therapy, stroke, injury, and injury rehabilitation. So emotional satisfaction is a byproduct of our work as we watch a piece of paper that transforms into new creation. So many find of the folding of paper into a paper is a form of relaxation. So in addition, grandchildren are often fascinated when we share our skills and creations to them. So these are the benefits of origami. Okay, that's all. I hope you understand the topic today. So, you understand, class? Okay, so if you don't have any question or clarification, we'll proceed to our activity, your activity today. So your activity today, so bring out a 1/2 sheet of paper and answer 10 items. So the direction is write the word love if this statement is correct and write the word hate if the statement is incorrect. So I will give you 5 minutes to answer this activity. Okay, class, it's already time. Pass your paper in front. Okay. Thank you. So, this is your assignment. So your assignment is take advanced reading for the next topic, and I will send you later our next topic. So second is making two designs of origami projects. So these are example of origami. So origami flower and origami vase. Origami is origami tulips flower and origami airplane.
Yeah.
And these are origami dragon and also have an origami dragonfly. So these are the example of origami designs or projects. So I want you to making two designs of origami projects. So that's all, guys.